Superstitions, those mysterious beliefs that have persisted throughout the ages, continue to captivate us. Why is that so? Despite the leaps and bounds made in the realms of science and reason, people across the globe remain tethered to these intriguing age-old beliefs. From the mystique of black cats crossing our path to the comforting ritual of knocking on wood, superstitions, as peculiar as they may seem, hold a significant place in our lives, shaping our actions and coloring our perceptions of the world around us. Superstitions didn't just spring up overnight. They have deep roots in our history and the cultures of our ancestors. These curious beliefs, varying from region to region, era to era, have been woven into the very fabric of human civilizations. From the ancient Egyptians who revered cats as sacred, to the Romans who feared the sight of an owl, superstitions have found a home in every corner of the world. In medieval Europe, for instance, black cats were associated with witches, giving rise to the superstition that they bring bad luck. Meanwhile, in Asia, numbers play a significant role in superstitions, with some considered lucky and others unlucky based purely on their pronunciation. Superstitions serve as a fascinating testament to the human desire to understand and control the world around us. They reflect our fears, our hopes, and our understanding of the universe. Even as times have changed, these beliefs have remained, showcasing the fascinating blend of history, culture, and human psychology. Black cats, Friday the 13th, broken mirrors. What do they all have in common? They're all part of the rich tapestry of superstitions that color our daily lives. First, let's talk about black cats. They've long been associated with witchcraft and evil, a superstition that dates back to the Middle Ages. Many cultures still consider it bad luck if a black cat crosses your path. But here's something interesting. In some cultures, like the British and Japanese, black cats are actually seen as good luck. Moving on to Friday the 13th, a day many consider unlucky. This belief could have biblical origins, as there were 13 guests at the Last Supper. With the betrayal of Jesus occurring on a Friday, it's interesting to see how this superstition influences behavior, with some people avoiding travel or important decisions on this day. Next, we have the superstition about walking under ladders. This one is believed to have originated from ancient Egypt, where a ladder leaning against a wall symbolized a pyramid, and walking under it was seen as desecrating the sacred structure. Today, it's often seen as just good sense to avoid walking under ladders for safety reasons. Broken mirrors are another common superstition that carries a hefty consequence: 7 years of bad luck. This belief may stem from the Romans, who believed that a mirror could confiscate part of the user's soul. If the mirror was broken, the person's health would suffer for the time it took for the soul to renew itself. 7 years. Finally, there's the practice of knocking on wood. This superstition is thought to come from ancient pagan cultures who believed that spirits and gods resided in trees. By knocking on the wood, they were seeking protection from these entities or warding off bad luck. Each of these superstitions, while seemingly irrational, provide insight into human nature and our attempts to control the uncontrollable. Ever wondered why superstitions persist in the age of science and reason? Well, it's not as illogical as you might think. Superstitions can be thought of as mental shortcuts or heuristics that our brains use to make sense of the world. They offer simple explanations for complex phenomena, and that can be comforting. For instance, if we believe that carrying a lucky charm will protect us from harm, it eases our mind and provides a sense of control over unpredictable circumstances. Moreover, superstitions serve a social function, fostering a sense of community and shared identity. They're part of our cultural heritage, passed down through generations, connecting us to our ancestors and traditions. Furthermore, some researchers suggest that engaging in superstitious rituals can actually boost performance by enhancing confidence and reducing anxiety. Superstitions, as it turns out, are more than just quirky beliefs. They're a window into how we humans perceive and interpret the world around us. In the end, whether we believe in them or not, superstitions are here to stay. We've journeyed through their historical roots, explored common beliefs like black cats and Friday the 13th, and delved into the psychology behind why these traditions persist. Even in an age of science and reason, these seemingly irrational beliefs continue to shape our decisions and experiences. So the next time you knock on wood or avoid a black cat, remember, it's not just superstition, it's a part of our shared human experience.